So before we get started, check out the following links in the description box below as highlighted in the image shown. So you'll be able to get our past papers, our link to our official website, link to accreditations, our link to donation page, and contact details in the description. So once you'll be watching a certain video of any lesson or of any past paper, you'll be able to get all these links, and you can be able to get to download past papers, to reach to our official website. You'll be able to see links to our accreditations so that you can see which authorities have accredited us. You'll be able to reach to our donation page as well as our contact details. So question 5 of our June 2023 past paper, still Rchrp 11, coaching, mentoring and counseling. It states, question 5 verse states, Romano has been tasked to coach Rolex, a new hired sales assistant. Identify ways in which he may execute the role effectively. So you've been identified to coach a new salesperson who has just been recruited in the company. The question is simply asking that you've just been appointed to coach a newly hired salesperson or sales assistant who has just joined you as part of the team. So what are some of the ways will you put in place to ensure that the coaching will be done effectively? Let's have a look at the points. Here are some of the effective ways Romano can execute the role of coaching Rolex, the newly hired assistant. 1. Establish clear goals. First, you need to understand, why am I coaching this person? What do I want to attain at the end of the coaching session? So establish clear goals which are going to help you understand your role, which are going to help you know the direction, which are going to help you focus and become determined. So work with Rolex to establish clear goals and expectations for the coaching process. 2, provide the training. Offer training sessions to enhance Rolex sales skills and product knowledge. So give training, any relevant area concerning the role that Rolex is going to carry out. Give him the necessary training that he will need. And then also always give feedback. Once you've trained this person and you feel like you need to give him some time so that he can also work out on some of the issues that you've caused, then always try to assess the performance of the person, and where possible give feedback as well, so that you can help the person to improve even more. So in this perspective, Romano will always need to give feedback to Rolex on how he is faring on. What are the areas he needs to improve? What are the areas he still needs to press on, and so on and so forth. This will be so much helpful to Rolex in order for him to become more effective in performance and productivity. And then also set action plans for the implementation, how you're going to do the training, how you're going to do the coaching. Always have an action plan. We are going to start with this, and then followed by this, and then you end up here. So always have a plan which is going to help you know your schedule, which is going to help you know what you're supposed to do at what time, at what moment, and so on and so forth. So develop action plans with Rolex to address areas of improvement. And then also encourage self-reflection. Allow Rolex to do a self-assessment. As much as you'll do the assessment as the coach, here Romano will do the assessment. Also, Romano should allow Rolex to do a self-assessment so that he can be able to check himself in terms of the strengths he has garnered, in terms of the things he has learned, and what areas he still needs to improve. At least by giving him that autonomy, you are helping him also to identify his own areas of improvement, so that through your assessment and through his assessment, you can come up with something viable and concrete, which is going to help him even improve more. And then offer support to Rolex in whatever area, in whatever role he has, in whatever operation he's doing. Always offer your support. That is also going to help him improve in terms of performance, productivity, and that is also going to help him become more efficient and effective in his role. And then always monitor progress. Monitor how Rolex is doing. As much as you'll do the assessment, always have a close check on how he does things, on how he works, on how he performs his roles and his duties, for purposes of corrective adjustments, or for purposes of helping him correct where need be. And then also celebrate achievements. Allow Rolex also celebrate achievement. You as a coach also celebrate achievement. That is one way of motivating yourself, knowing that we did something that has really borne fruits. We did something that has really brought fruit. So at least celebrate the achievements. So those are some of the guidelines that Romano will use to help Rolex in terms of coaching him as a newly hired sales assistant. Question 5B. We have described the steps that are followed in this 5 C's model of mentoring. 5 steps that are followed in the 5 C's model of mentoring. Which are these steps? The 5 C's model of mentoring typically involves the following steps. Number 1, remember talking about 5 C's. So you're expecting to see points that start with letter C. So connection, and then number 2, we have clarification, you have cultivation, and then we have challenge, then we have closure. So let's discuss them now one by one. So connection, what happens in connection? This is the initial step that focuses on establishing a connection and building rapport between the mentor and the mentee. So let the two basically connect. That is the first step in mentoring process. The mentee has looked for the mentor. Here they have met. Before anything else, establish rapport. That means you are laying the background, or you are laying a good ground in which you are going to use for your relationship, the two of you. So connection, ensure you converse, get to understand one another, get to know one another, get to know what each and every one of you wants, and basically move ahead. And then clarification. In this step, the mentor and the mentee clarify expectation and goals. You make your goals known to the mentor, and also the mentor makes his goals known to you, so that now you arrive at an agreement, so that you work using common goals, so that you go with the same direction, you go with the same rhythm, for you to be able to achieve your desired outcome. So clarification, and then after clarification, cultivation. The cultivation stage involves the actual mentoring activities, such as sharing knowledge, skills, experiences, etc. So here the mentor guides the mentee. He provides him with feedback, he offers him with the resources, and helps him develop specific competencies or areas of improvement. So here it's when the actual mentoring is taking place. Remember, you've connected, you've created rapport, you've known one another, and then you've made goals. Everybody has put goals to the table, you've agreed. The next thing is basically to go into action. Let the mentor start mentoring the mentee. Let the mentee start taking instructions from the mentor. Let the mentee start getting guidance from the mentor, so that you work towards that particular goal that you're looking forward to achieve. And after cultivation, we have challenge. In this step, the mentor challenges the mentee to step out of their comfort zone and take new responsibilities and overcome obstacles. The mentor encourages risk-taking, innovation, and growth by providing support and guidance. So here already you've worked, the mentor has done his part in cultivation. So now it's the part of the mentee, so that the mentor can gauge whether the guidance that has been given the mentee has really helped or basically not. So here the mentee is the one to go now, start doing what it takes, start doing the roles, start taking the instructions from the mentee and put everything into action to see whether he really understood the process, he really understood everything, and he's able to basically stand on his own or not. Once that stage is done, next and lastly is closure. Closure comes after the mentor confirms that the mentee is indeed good to go, because the challenge stage was a success. So the closure stage involves wrapping up the mentoring relationship. It includes reflecting on the progress, celebrating achievements, discussing lessons learned, and preparing for the mentee's continued growth and development beyond the formal mentoring period. So here it's where the relationship between the two parties, the mentor and the mentee, is coming to an end. Basically because the desired outcomes have been realized, the goals have been met, and also the mentor sees the mentee is now in a good position to go. So you wrap up, you call it a wrap, and basically you look for ways as a mentee that will help yourself to grow, either professionally, personally, or even career wise. So those are some of the 5 C's that we have in the 5C model of mentoring, and that is our question 5. Thank you for that. Let's meet in our revision session. Below we have details. As you can see, we have our website, you have WhatsApp numbers, you have email address, you have office address, which is the physical address. In case you want to reach out to us for more revision sessions, kindly do so. Feel free anytime. You can call, you can text, you can WhatsApp, you can email. Will be available to answer to your concerns. So thank you, and let's meet in our next session of revision.